Defend yourself and go to prison? Well, yeah. You're going to want to watch this one because it's actually happening. What would you do if a criminal broke into your home if your life was on the line? Would you defend yourself? Or would you stop to consider whether government thinks you should or not? Well, folks in California, that decision might not be yours to make anymore. A brand new bill, AB 1333, could force you to run away from an attacker. Yes, you heard that right. Before you're allowed to defend yourself. It's comical. And even if you're outnumbered, even if you're outmatched or cornered, you could be expected to retreat instead of standing your ground. And guess who's cheering this on? Well, the same anti-gun groups that want to take away your right to defend yourself in the first place. I'm going to break it all down for you today. The bill, the backlash, and the dangerous precedent it could set for the rest of the country. Before we get into it, if you support the right to self-defense and want to stay up to date on Second Amendment news, hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the bell notifications. I'm here every single day breaking down the attacks on our freedoms, and we need every single patriot in this fight, so join us, please. A big thank you to today's sponsor, Brownells, your one-stop shop for everything Pew Tool, Freedom Seed, gear-related, and more. Brownells has been standing up for the Second Amendment for decades, and we appreciate their support. Check them out and use code GNG10 to save on most items. All right, let's get into this. For years, states across the country have been passing stand your ground laws to protect law-abiding citizens' right to defend themselves without having to retreat first against criminals who are looking to take their lives. Most of these laws follow a simple principle. If you're legally allowed to be somewhere and someone attacks you, then you don't have to run. You have the right to defend yourself and fight back. And that just makes sense, right? I mean, if you're facing an imminent threat, there is not time to flee. It's in the definition of imminent. Oh, these lefties are crazy. Imagine an elderly homeowner facing an armed intruder, or a mother with her kids in a parking lot. Do we really expect them to turn their backs and try to escape when someone's threatening their lives? Do we really? Are you sure about that? It's insane. But of course, anti-gun activists hate stand your ground laws, even more than they hate concealed carry. Groups like Everytown for Gun Safety have been calling them shoot first laws for a few years, claiming they encourage reckless violence. But let's set the record straight. Stand your ground laws do not give people a license to kill. They simply acknowledge the reality that criminals attack innocent people, and those people have the right to defend themselves against said criminals. Now, California wants to flip that script and turn the logic upside down. And it's even worse than you think. Enter Assembly Bill 1333, a new proposal from California lawmakers that would impose a duty to retreat on law-abiding citizens. Here's what the bill says in plain English. If you're outside of your home and you're attacked, you must retreat before using deadly force. Even if someone is threatening your life, if you could completely, safely escape, you cannot stand your ground. And here's the kicker. The bill eliminates some justifications for self-defense inside your own home. Let that sink in, guys and gals. They're literally making it harder for you to defend yourself, even when a criminal breaks into your home. Now, guess who loves this idea? Everytown for Gun Safety and their anti-2A allies. Monisha Henley, yeah, that's her right there, one of the senior executives over at Everytown, called this a way to stop white supremacists and extremists from abusing self-defense laws. Wait, what? Like, since when does protecting your life make you an extremist? Since when do violent criminals deserve more protection than law-abiding Americans? Piss the frick off, Monisha. Seriously. This isn't about stopping crime. It's about making you helpless when criminals get a free pass. Now, the good news is that not everybody is on board with this insanity. Some of California's top law enforcement officials are fighting back. Tamaha County Sheriff Dave Kane, he said this bill is one of the most ridiculous things he's ever heard of. Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco, you've seen him a lot on TV lately, he went even further, saying Sacramento Democrats have spent the last 15 years tying the hands of law enforcement and coddling criminals. Now they're actively trying to tie the hands of our residents. And he's right. California's crime problem is out of control in some areas thanks to soft on-crime policies, and criminals know they can get away with just about anything. I mean, all you gotta do is go to TikTok or Instagram, and you can literally see criminals loading up carts of goods in stores and walking out as long as the total is under $600. And they're not stopping them. And now lawmakers want to make it even easier for them by disarming citizens through legal loopholes. Makes total sense if you're a communist. This bill is so bad that even some Democrats are hesitant to support it. But if we don't push back, it probably will pass and set a dangerous precedent for other states. Now, I'm told that the California Sheriff's Association, I'm told they're against the bill. And while I haven't heard definitive answers from the chiefs of police associations in California, I'm told that they're going to be against this too. And this matters a lot since they're the ones who will enforce these unconstitutional laws that these brain virus Democrats just keep on passing. So what happens next? Well, AB 1333 is scheduled for committee review on March 24th. That means there's still time to fight back. If you're in California, you need to call your representatives often and let them know that you oppose this bill. And if you're outside of California, don't think you're safe. If they pass it here in California, they'll pass it there in your state, and they'll try to push it everywhere. This is not the time to sit on the sidelines. You, living in other states, you can call California legislators too. It's pretty easy to find the phone numbers. It's right on their state website. Now, it's time to stand up for your own right to self-defense, guys and gals. We'll be keeping a close eye on this, so make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss any updates. And if you believe in the right to self-defense, hit that like button down below, make a comment down below saying, I believe in our right to self-defense, and share this video. A huge shout out to Browns for supporting our Second Amendment community. Check them out for all of your pew tool and gear needs, and use code GNG10 when you're there. Stay safe, stay armed, and stay free. I'll see you on the next one. God bless America. Take care.